Today's topic is to introduction to data structure in pandas. So today we are going to start with pandas. So pandas is a data structure. So firstly we will see about what is a data structure. So data structure means how to arrange data in that particular programming or by using the databases. So Panda is a library which handles required thing about the data structure. Before going to pandas, I am going to clear you in simple data structures. So in case of simple, there are queue is there, and second one is a stack data structure is there. So all of you know about the queue. Queue means in case of movie theater or in case of post office, when we go, we stand in a single line, and we can uh, do our work. Means who will be first, he or she will get ticket first and go out. It is called as a queue. In anywhere, in bus stop also we can use the queue. In schools also, for filling forms or another things, we are making a queue. So queue means there both openings are open, but in that first in first out structure is there. First in first out means who will come first, his or she's service will be get first. Second one is a stack. So all of you know about in case of hotels or in case of canteen of colleges, when we go there with our friends and suppose we have ordered 10 plates of vada pav, so that person keeps plates one another, means one above the one, and whenever he or she comes to you, he will serve last plate first. Means the plate which is placed first on his hand, it is served as a last. So it is called as a stack data structure. Stack means first in last out. Second example of stack is a cd folder, where we keep cds one above one, and while removing that cds we can remove one by one. Okay, so these are about basic. So in case of python, there is a pandas library which handles the data structure, and for our syllabus we have two data structure. One is a series and second one is a data frame. So let's start it. So pandas is a powerful and productive python data analysis and management library. So the word panda come from panel data system. So pan uh, data datas DA and systems S, so it becomes pandas. So it is a open source by AQR Capital Management LCC in late 2009. 30,000 lines of tested python c python code used in a production in many companies. Next one, it is a rich data structure and function to make working with structured data fast, easy and expressive. Built on top of NumPy with its high performance array computing feature. Flexible data manipulation capabilities of spreadsheet and relational databases. Sophisticated indexing functionality, slice, dice, perform aggregation, select subset of data. Then in that, the first one is a series. So series means it is a one dimensional array like a object. One dimensional means which contains a single line or which contains dimensions. So all of you know about the graph paper, there are two types of dimensions are there. We can call it as a x-axis and y-axis. So in case of series, there is a single line, so means it contains data about x-axis. So let us take example how to create series. So s is equal to series in bracket 1 2 3 4 5. So contains an array of data, and when you press about s dot values, it will display the value. Has an associated array of index labels. The label means the series and data frame has a index. Index means it is a element location or the memory location for a user, and that locations or that index starts with 0. Next one example is there, import numpy. So last time we have seen about what is the import keyword. So here we are going to use numpy, which is a array and which required in a series and the data frame also. So let us see one example. Random or a random is equal to numpy dot random dot random. So it is a function that we have seen also. What is a random function? So from pandas import star. So pandas is a library, and from that pandas we are going to use all type of libraries. That's why we have written here star. So S is equal to series random 3 comma ABC. So see here, so when we write this line, it will take randomly three numbers, and means random three numbers, and the indexes assigned are A, B, C. And when you print that S, it will shows A minus 0.899880. So now it is a random number, so we cannot predict that such type of number will be there. Then B is there, and then C is there. Then S dot mean, so when we take a mean of series, it will shows a following output. Next one, series to or from dictionary. So series to Python dictionary, no more explicit order is there. So lastly we have seen how to create dictionary. So there is a function dictionary S. So S means we have created lastly, so it will display as a ABC. So A and ABC become a key here, and the values assigned by random function, it become element of that particular series. Then back to series with new index from sorted dictionary keys. So when you write series dictionary S, it will display same output that we have seen last slide. The next one, re-indexing label. Re-indexing means we can change the index, so you don't take tension about the values, you just see here how the index is changed. So take the last one, where S dot re-index CBA. So firstly it was a ABC, now we have rearranged the index, it is a CBA, and while showing it will also show in the form of a CBA. Next one is a data frame. So like data frame in the statistical language or package R, two-dimensional tabular data structure. So now here series was a one-dimensional, while data frame is a two-dimensional. So data manipulation with integrated indexing, support heterogeneous column and homogeneous column. Heterogeneous means it may contains different types of data in different columns. So data frame means, suppose you are going to store a table, so table contains rows and columns, so it becomes two dimensional. One is a x dimensional and one is a y dimensional. And in case of series, we can store only array or we can store only list or the dictionary. But in case of data frame, we can use the tables also. And that data may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. So let us take one example. Now here dictionary is used. D is equal to 1, which contains value S into S. So S means the series we have created lastly. 2 is equal to S plus S. So when you print or when you create a data frame D, it will display 1. 1 means which is a multiplication of series S, and 2 column contains addition of series S. So df dot index, so when you are going to print it, it will shows the index of df, and that is a B, C. So df dot columns, it will shows column name as a 1, 2. Next one, data frame add columns. So suppose now you want to add third column in that particular data frame. So you just write df 3. So lastly it was only 1 and 2. So now we have written df 3 is equal to s into 3. S into 3 means each element of s is multiplied by 3, and that value is stored in the third number column. So it will share the existing index, and you can see the column column 1, column 2 and column 3 is added. Next one, accessing to column. So access by attribute and access by dictionary like notation. So directly you can take it that df dot 1 means which is a column, and second type you can write as a one column name. So it will show the same output. Next one, re-indexing means in data frame also you can change the index, and that function is df dot re-index CBA. So now it will get changed. You can see the index here. So see here the yellow line, we will get CBA. It is a index, and this is a 1, 2 and 3. These are the column names. Next one, drop entries from an axis. So suppose you want to drop any value or any row from a data frame, you just write df dot drop and see. In last lecture we have seen how to drop. Same things, whatever we have seen in series and dictionary, same functions are there in series and data frame also. So here we have removed the index C, and for that you need to write only df.drop C. Then they have drop, suppose we want to drop B and A, so you can multiply drop rows also. So df.drop B comma A. Then the descriptive statistic of a df, so here they are going to calculate mean. So df dot mean, it will shows the values of particular df. So also you can use count function, sum function, median, mean, max, absolute value, prod is there, standard deviation is there, variance is there, snew is there, cut is there, quantile is there, CumSum is there, CupProd is there, Comax is there, Cumin is there. So from count to Cumin we need to see in a 12th class. Then the next one, computational tools. So covariance S1 is equal to series random 1000, S2 series random 1000, and when you write COV covariance, so S1 dot covariance in bracket S2, it will shows the direct answer, means you don't think to calculate covariance, the pandas will automatically calculate the covariance of a particular thing. Thank you.